Welcome back to the channel, automotive enthusiasts. Today we have breaking news coming out of Italy that is sure to set the hearts of retro design lovers ablaze. The legendary design house Bertone is not just back. They are diving deep into their illustrious archives to resurrect one of their most distinctive, if somewhat forgotten, concept cars from the golden age of Wedge design. Forget boring crossovers and practical EVs for a moment. This is about pure, unfiltered automotive passion. Bertone has officially pulled the covers off the Runabout, a modern, high-performance interpretation of a truly radical 1969 concept that, until now, existed mostly in history books and museums. This isn't just a static design study meant to gather dust on a motor show stand. Bertone has confirmed that this stunning barchetta is headed for limited production, scheduled to hit the roads in 2026. To truly appreciate what Bertone is doing here, we need to rewind the clock back to the late 1960s. The original vehicle was known as the Autobianchi A112 Runabout concept. It was penned by none other than Marcello Gandini, the design maestro responsible for immortal icons like the Lamborghini Miura, the Countach, and the Lancia Stratos. The 1969 Runabout was a tiny, radical thing. It featured an extreme wedge shape, a complete lack of a roof or proper windshield, and a rear deck designed to mimic the styling of high-speed powerboats of the era. While that original concept might seem like a footnote today, it was historically significant because its sharp lines and general layout directly inspired the much-loved Fiat X1 production car. Now, over 5 decades later, Bertone is bringing that spirit back with significant upgrades for the modern era. Visually, the new 2026 Bertone Runabout is a masterful translation of Gandini's original vision into contemporary automotive language. It retains the essential DNA of its ancestor, the incredibly sharp nose, the ultra-low profile, and the open-air barchetta configuration that demands a helmet more than a pair of sunglasses. The design team has done an excellent job of capturing the essence of the late 60s without making it look like a fragile antique. It looks robust, aggressive, and thoroughly modern. The sharp crease lines along the fenders are present, and the rear end still maintains that nautical inspiration, looking like the stern of a Riva speedboat ready to launch. It also features a prominent roll bar structure arched over the 2 seats, adding both safety and a distinct visual character to the car's silhouette, breaking up the otherwise flat rear deck. Up front, the lighting is handled by very slim, modernized interpretations of pop-up headlights, a wonderful nod to the era that spawned the original idea. But the biggest change, by far, is what lies beneath that sculpting. The 1969 concept was powered by a humble 1.1-liter 4-cylinder engine borrowed from the Fiat 128, producing a modest 55 horsepower. That was fine for a lightweight concept in the 60s, but it won't cut it today. For the 2026 revival, Bertone has ditched the economy powertrain and replaced it with serious firepower. The new Runabout is powered by a modern V6 engine that cranks out a very healthy 500 horsepower, or 507 PS. That is nearly 10 times the power of the original concept. While Bertone hasn't specified exactly where they are sourcing this V6, they have confirmed the layout remains true to the sports car ideal. The engine is mounted in the middle of the chassis, sending all that power exclusively to the rear wheels. This configuration promises a driving experience that is as thrilling and visceral as the car's exterior design suggests. It transforms the Runabout from a quirky design study into a bona fide performance machine capable of challenging modern sports cars. This move signifies Bertone's commitment not just to automotive haute couture, but to genuine engineering substance. The interior appears to be a minimalist affair, focusing purely on the act of driving, which is exactly what you want in a roofless speedster with 500 horsepower. It's a cockpit meant for engagement, not distraction. Now for the brass tacks. Bertone is not intending this to be a mass-market vehicle. The new Runabout will be an incredibly exclusive machine. While exact production numbers haven't been strictly defined, reports indicate it will be a very limited run, which is typical for these high-end coach-built projects. As for the price of entry into this exclusive club, estimates are hovering around the €350,000 mark, which translates to roughly $365,000 at current exchange rates. It's a steep price tag, certainly, but you are paying for more than just a car. You are buying a piece of revived automotive history, a connection to the genius of Marcello Gandini and the exclusivity of the Bertone badge. Deliveries are expected to begin in 2026, meaning we won't have too long to wait before we hopefully see one of these spectacular wedges carving up a coastal road. It's a bold statement from the revived Italian coach builder, proving that there is still plenty of room in the automotive world for designs that prioritize emotion, history, and dramatic flair over pure utility.